Hi, welcome to another tutorial. This time we're going to look at Google Tag Manager and specifically how to track telephone number clicks on your website. So, why would we want to do that? Well, mobile use is now 50 to 60% of the searches conducted today. Allowing someone to directly click onto a telephone number means that you miss the opportunity, or more exactly, the tracking of them completing a form or sending an email. So we want to track the people who have clicked the telephone number and dialed you directly. So to do that, we're going to use Google Tag Manager. And as per all my other videos, I recommend that you watch this to the end, then replay it and pause it at the various sections as you complete the actions yourself. So first of all, we'll look at variables. Now, in the past, some of our other videos, we've enabled the click URL variable. If you've never done this before, it's quite easy. Click the configure button, and when the list of built-in variables appear, scroll down and tick click URL. Next, we're going to look at triggers. Now, triggers are performed when someone will click on that telephone number on your website. Now, for this to work, your developer or your CMS, your website CMS, must include the tell : command. That's a bit of HTML that goes within the href link, and that's to tell the system that this is a telephone number and to use the default telephone dialing system. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a tell trigger by clicking new. When that arrives, we will name this tell link trigger. Now, this is effectively a link because I did say that it was an href. So we'll click that. Always tick wait for tags, and now we need to do some validation. So we actually want to check that the page URL is on your website, and I always use the / donation. There is other means where you can use regex with .star, but it works just as equally with /. That's because your page URL will always have a / within it. Now, as we only want this to work on some links, which are the tail links, I'm going to select some links. Now, just click the click URL. Now, this is a super bonus piece of information. I've watched other guides on YouTube, Vimeo. I've seen other guides where people will just tell you to put click URL and it contains and then tell, which is the notation to an HTML notation to tell the system to call that number. That will work as long as your developer or the CMS puts that in lowercase. I've seen some instances where it's actually tell with a capital T. Now, if I continued as this with a capital T, but my website was coded for a lowercase t, this trigger wouldn't actually work. It's the same with vice versa. I've had to put it as lowercase t, but my website was coded with an uppercase T. So the way to get around that is, I say you won't find this in many other guides, is to use a regex but ignore case. And what we do is we just put that. That basically means that the click URL contains this regular expression of tell or with a capital T-E-L, that this trigger will work. So we'll save that. Now we want to do the tag. For people who have watched my other videos, I always work backwards because I find it quicker and easier to show you because we've already set up the previous step. So now I'm in tags. I'm going to do a new tag, and we'll call this links to denote that it's a phone/telephone link. We pick the tag configuration. We're pushing this into Google Analytics, and we want to make this show up in Google Analytics as an event. So category we'll keep as a tel links, so that you can see what within Google Analytics what your telephone links are. Action. Now this is where I'm going to give you a bit of another tip. We want to put the click URL in here. Now that click URL will actually be the phone number that the person has clicked on. And then within label, we want the page path. For value, we'll keep as blank, and we need to select Google Analytics settings. I repeat this from previously. We have other videos which show you how to set up Google Analytics settings, so I'd advise you to watch those. So what will this do? It will show up in Google Analytics as an event. It will be listed as a tel link. Where we have action, that will be the actual telephone number that was clicked for the person to dial. And in label, it will actually tell you the web page that person was on when they clicked that telephone number. It's really valuable information for future deep dive analytics to find out what pages are most popular on your website and what pages are actually most people are clicking on to dial a telephone number. So now we go down to trigger, and as I've worked backwards, I've already got the tel link triggers. How to set up a telephone trigger to push into analytics. So I will submit that, small descriptive, tel links, publish that, and that is now live on our website and now pushing data into Google Analytics. Thank you very much for watching to the end. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did enjoy this, please subscribe to the channel because there's lots more guides. Until the next time, thank you.